Today, we're diving into something a little different: the 10 most underrated and underseen TV shows of 2024 so far. You know, those hidden gems that somehow flew under the radar but absolutely deserve your attention. If you're tired of hearing about the same big-name shows over and over, this list is going to be your new best friend. So, let's jump in and give these underrated masterpieces some well-deserved love. Kicking things off at number 10, we've got The Woman in the Wall, a chilling drama with supernatural vibes that's bound to keep you on the edge of your seat. Available on BBC One in United Kingdom and on Showtime in United States. It's about a woman who wakes up to find a dead body in her house with no idea who the dead woman is. She's doubting herself, probably because she's been dealing with some serious sleepwalking episodes for a while. It has an IMDb rating of 7.2 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 79%. If you're into psychological thrillers with a twist, this one's a must-watch. Coming in at number 9 is Manhunt. This intense crime thriller is on Apple TV, and it's criminally underrated, with an IMDb rating of 7.2 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 72%. This show dives into the aftermath of America's first presidential assassination and the struggle to keep Lincoln's Reconstruction ideals alive. It's gritty, realistic, and packed with twists that'll keep you hooked. If you're into crime dramas that have a lot of depth, Manhunt is definitely worth your time. At number 8, we have Ripley. This dark, character-driven drama is available on Netflix and has an IMDb rating of 8 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 82%. Based on Patricia Highsmith's classic, The Talented Mr. Ripley, this series dives deep into the mind of Tom Ripley, played chillingly by Andrew Scott. If you're a fan of psychological thrillers with a complex anti-hero, Ripley is going to be right up your alley. Sliding into the number 7 spot is Renegade Nell, available on Disney+. This swashbuckling adventure series has an IMDb rating of 7.4 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 88%. Set in 18th century England, it follows a young woman named Nell, who, after being wrongfully accused of a crime, embarks on a wild journey full of danger, intrigue, and a bit of romance. If you're into historical dramas with a modern twist, this one's a blast from start to finish. Coming in at number 6 is My Lady Jane, a hilarious and irreverent take on the story of Lady Jane Grey. You can catch it on Amazon Prime. This show has an IMDb rating of 7.4 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 78%. Out of nowhere, Lady Jane is crowned queen overnight, making her a target for criminals who want both her throne and her head. If you're into historical comedies with a twist, My Lady Jane is the underrated gem you've been looking for. At number 5, we've got Maxton Hall, a high-stakes drama set in the world of elite private schools. Available on Prime Video, it's got an IMDb rating of 7.5 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 90%. Think Gossip Girl meets Elite, but with its own unique flavor. The characters are rich, the drama is intense, and it's a total roller coaster. If you love teen dramas with a dark edge, Maxton Hall is a show you need to check out. Landing at number 4 is Dark Matter. This sci-fi thriller, streaming on Apple TV, has an IMDb rating of 7.7 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 83%. It's based on the novel by Blake Crouch and centers on a physicist navigating a multiverse of alternate realities. It's mind-bending, emotional, and perfect for fans of shows like Black Mirror. Soaring in at number 3 is Masters of the Air, a World War II miniseries that's available on Apple TV. With an IMDb rating of 7.8 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 72, this show is an epic ride that follows the 8th Air Force on dangerous bombing missions over Nazi Germany. It's intense, beautifully shot, and if you're into war dramas, this one's a no-brainer. Coming in at number 2 is Sugar. This stylish crime drama, streaming on Apple TV, has an IMDb rating of 7.5 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 78%. It follows a private investigator, John Sugar, who examines the mysterious disappearance of Girl, but there's a twist you won't see coming. If you're into crime dramas that are as intense as they are visually stunning, Sugar is definitely worth your time. And finally, at number 1, we have Presumed Innocent. This legal thriller is available on Apple TV and boasts an IMDb rating of 7.7 and a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 80%. It's based on the best-selling novel by Scott Turow and centers on a high-profile murder trial that'll keep you guessing until the very end. If you're a fan of legal dramas with depth and complexity, Presumed Innocent is hands down the best show of 2024 so far. So there you have it, 10 most underrated and underseen TV shows of 2024 so far. Which ones have you already checked out? And which ones are you adding to your watch list? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.